Hello pretty makers. Have you ever started a project and ended up in a completely different direction? That's what happened this week. I had this idea for a new improved Dollar Tree dress form for a while. I made the wire basket dress form a few years ago, and it has been my most popular pin on Pinterest. So I wanted to make another one, but this one even easier. I'll show you the basic structure and then how you can customize it really easily to make it even better. But wait, there's more. I challenged myself and made a Mackenzie-inspired version. It wasn't as hard as I thought to do, and now I'm obsessed. I just love how this came out. So much so that I made another one at the last minute that I think is the highlight of this tutorial. So make sure you keep watching. So if you're ready, let's go make something pretty. The basic foundation of the dress form are some Dollar Tree plastic bowls. 2 large fluted bowls and 2 small. The small come in a pack of 2. To keep it all Dollar Tree, I also used a champagne glass and this cute desk accessory. For the first dress form, I spray painted 1 large bowl white and 1 large bowl and 1 small bowl gold. I spray painted the inside of the bowls. I think this was less messy, and you don't lose the glossiness of the bowl itself. I also spray painted the champagne glass and the desk accessory gold as well. So here's the basic construction. I placed a Dollar Tree wood box at the bottom for stability. This is optional. First is the desk accessory upside down. Place the champagne glass on top, right side up. Then the first large bowl. Then I used a mini bowl as a separator. You can use anything that is about 2 inches high and has a flat top. Then place the white large bowl next, upside down. Another separator, then a small gold bowl, again upside down. Then the top small fluted bowl filled with Dollar Tree vase filler. I weighted the top bowl down a little bit with some rocks so everything is a little bit more stable. Very simple to put together. You can stop here, but it's a little plain, right? I'm going to show you a very cool way to amp this up. I took 2 different kinds of Dollar Tree wrapping paper. Cut a circle from each wrapping paper roll. I used a Dollar Tree charger to trace the circle. Of course, I had to add some pizzazz to the paper. I added some gems to the gold wrapping paper and some vase filler cut in half to the white paper. I created a little fur belt from the trim of the Dollar Tree mini tree skirt. I'll use more of this on the next one as well. Here's how you put it together with the wrapping paper circles in between each layers. When you place the bowl over the paper, it naturally flares out for a pretty skirt effect. I added a totally dazzled brooch as the perfect finishing touch. This is where the ideas started flowing. I wanted to make one more with traditional colors to show how easy it is to change things out. And then it hit me. I've always admired other creators that do Mackenzie-child DIYs, but I've been very intimidated. Well, I went for it, and it's not as hard as I thought. The basic structure for the dress form is the same as the first, 4 bowls. But for this one, I used a Home Depot medium-sized table leg. Still very inexpensive. Paint everything with a base coat of white chalk paint. Now paint some checks and stripes using black paint. The table legs lend themselves very easily to the Mackenzie style. I just followed the lines in the wood to create the design. I started using some painter's tape as a guide, but after a while it was easier to freehand it and go really slow and make everything as even as I possibly could. It doesn't have to be perfect. I used my gold paint pen to outline most of the design, which helped hide any imperfections. Then I took the large fluted bowl, painted white on the inside, and started painting some checks on the outside. Again, I used the painter's tape as a guide. It was a little weird because of the curves in the bowl. It creates an optical illusion, which made it a little hard. But again, use the gold paint pen to hide all those imperfections. For this one, the top bowl is painted black, and I glued some gold vase filler halves as polka dots. Then I filled it with some ornaments in black, gold, and red. A diamond wrap belt and quick ribbon bow add the perfect finishing touch. Now the rest is very similar to the first. I found this pretty poinsettia wrapping paper from Dollar Tree to use as the bottom skirt. I put the checked bowl in the middle and the gold fluted bowl at the waist with a fur trim. I really impressed myself with this one. It sparked some more ideas, so make sure you subscribe for part 2 using Mackenzie-inspired holiday decor. Okay, you ready for that bonus? I made this mini dress form. I think it came out amazing. It came together at the last minute, but boy, I think it might be the best yet. Here are the basics. You need one Dollar Tree doll torso. The mermaid has a slightly longer torso, so I used that. I had one left over from my coastal collection. You also need 2 of the Dollar Tree 4-inch mini bowls. They come in a pack of 12. 1 handle from a sponge brush, some hot glue molds. To see how to make these, check out my video on how to make pretty embellishments for pennies. And a few more miscellaneous items I'll show you as we go along. The first step is to cover the doll with the tree skirt material. It's very stretchy. I watched a video on how to make a dress form cover. Basically, you just stretch the material over the doll, inside out, and hot glue it as close to the doll as possible on both sides. Make sure it fits very tight. Pull it off turn it right side out, and put it back on the doll. Push any excess material on the bottom into the hole. Covering this was the hardest part, but so worth it. Now let's make the stand. I used the hot glue molds as legs for the stand. I glued 2 molds back to back and made 4 legs. Then I glued them to the handle. Spray paint it gold. Also spray paint one of the small bowls white and the other gold. I cut 1/4 inch strips from Dollar Tree vinyl and added them to the white bowl to make stripes. Add some vase filler halves as accents to the edge of each stripe. I used a St. Patty's Day coin as sort of a waist and glued it to the top of the striped bowl. It gave a great finished look. Then glue the covered doll to the coin. Now let's put it all together. I glued a plastic shot glass to the inside of the gold bowl. Then glue the shot glass to the top of the stand. Glue 2 Jenga blocks to the inside of the white bowl as a separator. Place the poinsettia wrapping paper circle on top of the gold bowl. Place the striped bowl on top. For the perfect finishing touch, I added some gems to the neck and waist, as well as another hot glue mold to the striped skirt. This looks so high-end, no one will know you made it from Dollar Tree supplies. This would make a great holiday accent or even a pretty ornament. I think it cost about $2.50 to make, so you can easily make multiples for your tree. Again, you can do this in any color or design to match your style, or for a pretty handmade gift for that fashionista in your life. I think I'm hooked to the Mackenzie-Childs design. I'm already working on part 2, so make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. I hope you saw something today that inspired you. I thank you for watching and keep making pretty things.